Oh, Marshall told me the story of, how did he come up with the giraffe? And he's in Eastern Europe on a radio talk show, and they're getting ready to go live, and he's kind of doing connecting with that host before they go live. And the host says, and he talks about, at that time it was the jackal and the duck. Okay. And so that radio announcer says, Marshall, in our culture here, the jackal would just eat the duck. Do you have a different animal that we could work with? And so that moment, Marshall was inspired to pick the giraffe. Okay. And now people have read a lot of meaning into that, but the advantages of a giraffe has a very, very large heart, one of the largest of any land animal. It has to pump the blood all the way up that neck, right? And but also from that high perspective, it can see the big picture. From that elevated view, can see the impact of what I'm doing, saying now, how it can impact others further out. Yeah. So the giraffe became then a symbol for nonviolent communication that Marshall used for many years. And then the other symbol, the other mascot was the jackal. The jackal being the mascot for life alienated communication. And in your handouts, I have a whole page dedicated to this that I titled the Disconnection Cafe. And there's all kinds of different major categories, but it's basically the way in which we were programmed to think and to speak from before birth. Yeah. That includes judgments, moralistic judgments of who's right and who's wrong, who's good, who's bad, who's evil, the whole concept of deserve, who deserves to be punished, who deserves to be rewarded. Okay. And then labels and diagnosis and all of that type of thinking and communication. What it does is it's really great at creating disconnection. Okay. At creating distance between us and others, creating disconnection between even with ourselves. Okay. Getting disconnected from our heart, getting disconnected from our needs. Okay. And so you have to be careful though. You don't want to start judging the jackal. You don't want to start jackaling the jackal, because what happens then is instead of bringing these judgments into the full light of our consciousness so that we can translate them and get to what the need is that the jackal is trying to express, what happens when we judge it or deny it or reject it. Okay, it just simply goes underground. Okay. And there in the subconscious, that jackal is still operating, okay? Still contains beliefs that do not serve life, okay? And so to be able to transform those beliefs, I want to listen to it, okay? So part of my self-empathy is going to be learning how to listen to the jackal. I want some people refer to this as the inner critic, okay, or doing shadow work. There's other disciplines have a lot of different names for this, but I want to be able to get present to what is the jackal telling me. Our jackals are working really hard to take care of us, to let us know that needs aren't being met, to let us know that needs aren't being satisfied. Okay, and it's just expressing that in a way that's not likely to help get the needs met.